I don't know what happened to the last video, but you should stop it at around 38 minutes and 12 seconds. Now I'm going to go ahead and resume with where we left off. And that was with this blank, there we go. Yeah, just want to put this down. Um, with the blank Cornell notes, which is what I've got right here. So let me bring up that PowerPoint with the two things on it. So let me go here and share that. So let's see. I don't think that's it. I think this is it. Okay. So you were supposed to do the last two, and I know you can hear the directions, but you can't see them. So I need to do the last 20 again, and hopefully I can do it a little bit faster. So I already have this screen split. So I want to go over here and I need to split that with it. So here, let me put this over here because I'm right-handed. And we are going to look at the third slide, this one right here, and we are going to fill in the keywords over here. Now remember, the keywords are all of the ones in blue. So I'm going to start with conversations. Now that's in blue. don't I don't really care at this point. I'm going to move these over though to there so I have more places. They could just as well be in okay, cares. Okay, so I'm going to say let me just do this. I'm gonna change it up. Because call this a note that cares. And I'm going to underline that. Okay. Right. And so in that case, yes, I am going to put a bullet there. Okay. And then we're going to say academic. Well, I need to move this. Hold on. This is intellectual school, goes together. Boy. I have my laptop in my lap and I can't type as well as when I put it on a desk. So anyway, it is called the laptop though, isn't it? Okay, then I'm going to put academic discipline. I do not need to underline this. It just defaulted after I did underline cares. So I can take these off if I want to. Let's see. I'm going to take that off. All right. So then academic discipline. Then we have credentials, other work, stance, and I also call that position. And beliefs. And then I have the next one is words. The next one is sentences. The next one is headings. And punctuation. Well, I misestimated, didn't I? Okay, now if I want to put these in black, that's okay. That I probably would prefer it. I don't want you just putting any colors there, but Okay, so what I would do is do that and then go over here to font and put right here, black. There. All right, now I'm happy. Ooh, I spelled punctuation wrong. They're not going to tell me how to spell it, but I actually know. P. Whenever it tells you, it gives you a red line, right click on it and see what you misspelled. Okay. All right. So then over here is where we take all of the black font and we put it in a summary. So when we go, think about the larger context. So what we're going to do is go up here. And I may actually put a note here. I'm not going to put a bullet. I'm going to just say outside of the audience listening to the speech, who else can it apply to? And if you want to, just to remember that it is a note, I may have to go to this format and put borders and shading and put a box around it and just put it around, I guess you would say that paragraph. But okay, so here we go. So I'm going to do that and then I can make it. Oh, that doesn't look very nice. Let me go back. I don't want to do that. I hit this arrow here. Okay, so I'll just make it red. Okay, so let's just put it in red and maybe in bold. And that is just one of my notes. Okay, so so I'm gonna put all right, so we're gonna start with conversation. So we're gonna say what, how else, who else can benefit from this message? Even larger audience. Okay, so go back over here and go up there. Okay, that one looks good. Okay, and then who cares? Okay, then you would say consider other situations this might apply to. Get rid of that, give us more screen over here. Okay, and then, so I put that in my own words. And over here, do any words or terminology possibly reveal the writer's intellectual school of thought or academic? Okay, so I'm going to put clue. Does anything the author say um hint at intellectual school of thought, what his philosophy is, his general philosophy is in life. Ah, okay. What about, I'll just say his, it could be a woman too. What academic area he excels in. Okay, so that's what that means, like math, historian, things like that. Okay, and then this is very important. How, why should I believe this person? Okay, and then I'm gonna put some things right here. Look at his credentials, degrees, certification, licenses. Look at other work. Has he established himself in um with other articles and books in the same area? Actually, I think these are better notes. Excuse me, we've got to move this. You just move it down like that. Okay, and then okay, so his stance, what is his position, which is the same as stance on certain issues, and then the beliefs. Um, does he espouse, which means broadcast certain um instead of religious or cultural beliefs? So that takes you through to that one. Okay, so that gets us down to here. And then what about study how his text works? Okay, so what we're going to call that is what, describe his style. Style. Does he have headers in his article? And or headers in the speech, which are those little underlined like subtitles. Why don't we say this? Why don't you say subtitles? I think one of them does, maybe two. And that definitely tells something about his personality when or her personality when they do that. Um, describe his style. Does he have subtitles in his speech? Oop. What about um what about hmm, what about the way, I don't know why it looks like this. It's changing the way about his vocabulary and the way he structures his speech. Is it chronological in order of time? Does he start at his day of birth and work all the way through? Does he talk about cause and effect? Could be other things, but I'm just gonna put that in there. Uh, okay, the words. Okay, so that's the words, that's the sentences, that's the headings, and how about, and these are not complete sentences. Don't ever put that in an essay. I'm just giving you instructions. Um, his punctuation. For example, I often use use mm, instead of a semicolon. That could be one. That could just be one thing. Okay, so I gotta go back. I can't have it looking like this. Okay, so you're going to have to fill that in. And then you're going to have to go back and look at what I wrote. I think 12 is what that is. Don't like that, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I think this is actually 14. All right. So I think that this is actually, okay, we got everything from this. Now, what I'm going to get you to do, I think you can fit the rest of it on here after you finish it up here. If you can't, just copy another blank one and then just continue it. Leave that green box there. And then after you look at my two that look like this, okay, and then you look at your two, come up with a summary. You will talk about overall what it's about. Well, it's all about how to effectively do a rhetorical analysis. Now come up with three things, one from the beginning, one from the middle, one from the end, that would support that. Now, I'm going to go back over here. The one that I sent you, this is the only place where you will see this filled out. I would like for you to do it on your own, but for this first time, you can go back to this video and look at it. But if you really want to get all this on here, I wouldn't go, I would not go any further down than 10. Go down to 10. And that's gonna give you probably enough room to put that last one, I'm gonna go over here, I'm sorry, slide in. Okay, so if I go over here and I go 10, Okay, then that's gonna really give me a lot of space. I'm thinking maybe 12 would be better. Okay. All right. So sometimes you'll go back in, the better you get at it, and you'll start writing notes off to the side. And really, you can do this on notebook paper. I did one for you, but I can't find it. If I find it, I'll shoot it to you later. I actually did it on simulated notebook paper. So just you have to kind of click out of that box and then go here, click out of it. There you go. Then you can click on this and move it up and then start down here with, I'd go all the way back. Okay, there we go. So I think you could get the last slide on, is what I'm saying. Just write it after the line. Okay, again, oh goodness, I'm not sure what you were able to see. So let me go back. Let's see if this is it. Okay, now you can see what I did. This is on the third slide. So these are the things I was doing, and I'm so sorry if you didn't see it, but this is it. And then this would be the notes that correspond. After this line is the fourth slide. Okay, you have to do that all on your own. Okay? I was just putting all this back together. If you want a copy from this, that's fine. Okay, but the last one you have to do on your own. Look at this one after you're finished and look at the two that I did that are complete. Well, I actually did three, but the first one was just I used the title and learning target and then put your summary together here. All right. Any questions? Let me know. Sorry if some of this got blanked out, but you probably pretty much saw it on the other one. Take care.